want to show you guys what I've been doing in T80s for how I get my FEs. It's been around 400 FE an hour. I tracked it through Guba's tracker. Shout out to Guba, he's an amazing streamer, content creator. So mostly you will see flat FE drops. It's a beacon strategy, beacon farming strategy. You can do it with 0 invest, but I am using compasses so I can add more quant. I'll show you guys later in the void charts. But mostly we're looking for flat FEs and deep space beacons. We got unlucky this run too, so 400 FE on an unlucky 1 hour run. I'd say it's pretty good for T80s. You can also change the compasses. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys in game the void chart. This is my void chart. This node is what we're looking for. Additional drop quant. We lose 25 additional star talents, but additional drop quant is worth it. And then if you can do this, I would suggest doing this. Otherwise, you can take either better cards, which is really good because we're fishing for cards, or another drop quant from here with like 5%. It's not that great, but it's better than nothing. Alright, so let's look at the void chart itself. If you don't have enough points, of all 92 points, you can take some points out of here, these micro nodes, and put them towards everything else, because everything else is quite important to the build. So this, we're going to have 4 of these nodes. We're going to get magic monsters, because we get beacons from magic monsters. So we want as much magic monsters in the map as we can. And then we're going to have Netherrealm resonances, because we're going to full stack quant in the resonances. We're going to full quant every single thing, or you can do 3 ticks. I'll show you guys in a second as well how that looks like. Then we go for the God of War. This is why we use the compass. We don't have a lot of points we can play around with. But this is what I've been doing, and it's been working, so I guess it's good. The worst case scenario, if you don't like using compasses, you can take out this 10% additional, 12% additional, and put it in any other node that we discussed, like this, rare cards are more drop quant here, or this if you can do it. So and then you can use those 25 points to put it in here to get, so you don't have to use a compass, and some more points in here for more beacons. And then let's look at this tree. So here we just take every single replicated node. Sometimes we get 2 to 3 beacons in from one mob, so that's pretty good. We don't take this because we are using a compass, but if you're not using the compass strat, you take this node. So if you are not using the blue war compass and you actually put the points in here, then you will want to take this node, and it will be pretty good. It's a 0.2% chance to drop 1 additional beacon, which is pretty good. We're focusing fully on glacial beacons because we're also going to be running the glacial map. And it's self-sustained in the tracker. You can see here we did 37 maps. I had 15 at the start, and we ended up with 15 glacial abyss beacons. So we self-sustained. You could also get kind of unlucky and not self-sustain, but overall you should be able to do it. I'm gonna run you guys through a map as well to make it show you guys what it looked like, what I've been doing for the last hour, and how I farmed most of my FE. We got unlucky, we didn't really get any good maps. You're looking for this specific map. If you get this, you're in big money with deep space beacons. Deep space beacons are going up in price, so this is one of the better ways to farm it. And when we get one of these cards, I'll show you guys in a bit as well, you will use more compasses if you can. If you can't, then it's fine, but you'll get a lot less deep space beacons. Your FE an hour won't change. Mine has been I'd say between like 400 to like 800 FE an hour. If you get lucky streaks of these maps, like this Cruel War, this is the one you want, where 2% chance to drop one additional deep space beacon when the God of War followers. So these followers that you're getting from this void chart, these followers is what you want the most of. So those ones are going to be dropping insane amounts of deep space beacons. I have a video on the end that I'll show you guys as well, that I had one of these maps while I was doing it in the 1 hour. Well, after I got it in the 1 hour map. So in the 1 hour maps, I didn't get a single one of these cards, which is kind of unlucky in my opinion, but we also don't have the card that gives more rare cards. So, but this one is also insane. It's 8% chance to drop one additional deep space beacon. So when you get this, I've gotten this on Profound a couple times. I've gotten this on 8 zeros, and it gave me 15 deep space beacons in one map, which is like around 200 FE, 180 FE, which is insane for one map. And that's on top of getting just raw FE. Okay, so let me run you guys through a map. So if you can't do full quantity on the resonances, I'd suggest just only doing 3 ticks. So it says +8 here, you see? If you can't do full, just do it like this, and it's kind of the same. You'll also self-sustain your resonances, so you won't lose FE on buying resonances. But if you can, I would suggest doing this, because more drop quant is always better. So let's roll a map, see how it looks like. Also, I'm playing a mana stacking Rosa too, as everyone else, right? Oh, for drop pack spirits also, you don't need fancy drop pack spirits. Our main objective is to go to the new mechanic. If you don't have the pet, it doesn't matter that much. Okay, it will add some FE an hour. See, we've gotten a couple glacial beacons, which is good for self-sustain. The season mechanic pet will definitely get you a bit more FE when it procs, and it's good and all, but the main strategy is about farming deep space beacons. The raw FE is just a really nice bonus. Okay, I just got a bounty order, which is, I mean, I guess it's kind of lucky with 15 FE doubled as well. Got true fossils as well. I didn't add the true fossils to the list, so it's maybe even a bit more FE an hour than 400 that it mentioned there. I did get like 2 true fossils in the thing, and I didn't include it. And this is kind of the map. We got 41 resonances. We got lucky with the boss as well. That's how a map would look like. And then I'll show you guys also what we do if we get a juice card. I didn't set it up properly, so also you can farm these, which is also nice FE an hour extra. So what we want to do, if we get, for example, this card, or if you get this card, I would do it on this card too. Then you want to use these compasses. It is 8-0, so you want to use, you can only use 3 compasses. You want to use the one that Magic Monsters gives another chance to drop 1 additional beacon. So the more beacons you get, the better. And then we go for the upgraded. So the more beacons have a chance to be upgraded. And then we go for the big one, which is this one. The duration is longer, and you have a 50% chance to be attacked by God of War followers. So, as it says here on the card, every single one of these God of War followers have a higher percent chance to drop an additional deep space beacon. So, you want to get as many of those followers as possible, and that's how you do it. You get this card, this compass, sorry. And then you get some upgraded ones. You can play around with this a bit too, but this is what I've been running, and it's been working for me. You could, for example, also do a replicated instead of the upgraded, which could also be very good, to be honest. It's either or, whichever one you want to use, to be honest. And then you would want to run the map like this. if you can. If you can't do it, it's also okay. You just keep using the blue war compass, and you should still be getting a good amount of deep space beacons from those specific cards. You're gonna see not to get too many beacons in this map because we're just kind of showing. We got another bounty. What the hell? We're just kind of showing what it would look like if we would get one of those confusion cards. So just keep that in mind. We have a couple. Well, I have 4 maps that I'll put in the end of the video that you guys can see what it would look like with that confusion card setup. We got, I think, 14 deep space beacons in that 4 maps in a row. So from 4 maps, we made 150 FE, which is pretty good. It got doubled again. Okay. So this is where you can see you can also get a good amount of just extra FE. You're doing the league mechanic too, so you get extra points towards the completion. I'll show you guys. I've completed it already completely. I've also played too many hours, which I would like to not admit too much. And you always want to end the war duration because you can get the Emblem of War. An Emblem of War, which I also didn't add, I got, I think, 1 from as well. Emblem of War, they are 160 FE each. So it's all of these things that just stack on top of each other, which can make you go from 400 FE an hour to like 600 to 800 FE an hour, and if you get extremely lucky, you can even make 1k FE in 1 hour if you get lucky, right? So we're not basing our shit on luck. We have 400 FE an hour on the unluckiest 1 hour run I've done, and this is what I've had in the 1 hour run I've done. So yeah, I hope that clears up everything. I'll put the void chart in the description below. Let me know what you guys think and if you guys enjoyed it. I think you need around 2 billion DPS to be able to do this properly. I'm not sure if you can full juice the maps with 2 billion DPS. If you guys can, and if you can't, it's also okay just to use a normal blue war compass. Blue war compass, let me just reiterate, is this war compass. And this is the legendary one that you want to use for really good maps, such as this one and this one. Anything other than that, this one is nice to have. This one just gives you more beacons. It's good, but you don't want to use your full juice on that. So yeah, that's it. That's the strategy. It's been very good for me. Some people have been having a little bit of issues with it, where you don't self-sustain beacons all the time. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. It kind of depends on the cards and on the luck. But as you saw on the last 3 maps, I think we self-sustained most of it. Alright, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you all, and see you guys in the next video.